right, so using the iPad as a speech device, we have a kickstand here on the back. Students sometimes need help setting that up. And then we just, there's no password, so they just go in. Proloquo is the speech device, and we keep that right on the first page. There are games if you scroll back. Our friends do know where the games are. They know which games they like. If they try to open games while we're having mealtime or working on a lesson, what we say at school is that games are for iPad area only. And we do have a designated area where they get to use the iPad as a reinforcer, and they're able to do whatever they want on it. But during other times when we're using it as a communication device, we don't allow that. Typically, if they have a device that is purchased through insurance or whatever, you wouldn't put anything else on it besides the communication program. So we're gonna go ahead and open Proloquo. The home button is here at the bottom. And that's how you get to this home page here. Students are pretty good at navigating through the categories to find what they want. And then once you get into the area that you want, you just touch.
I want goldfish crackers. I want goldfish crackers.
And then when you press the top,
I want goldfish crackers.
we consider that reading the sentence. So they can tap out what they want, but we consider the actual reading of the sentence to be
I want goldfish crackers.
the request. So after you've tapped it and read it, then you can start again.
More goldfish crackers.
And it will just start over. But if you are just typing and haven't read the sentence yet, it's just going to keep going and going. And we will sometimes remind students one touch, one time, because we have students that will kind of just do one of these, which is, of course, an inappropriate use of the device. So that is how we're going to navigate the iPad down here in school. We have a calendar area, and in this area there's weather words that we can use during our morning meeting time. We have the days of the week to use during our morning meeting time. We do counting. If you go back there, oh, I went too far. There's a hello area where we say hello to all of our friends.
Hello.
And there's a variety of language things in here.
I need help.
And then under the different categories, there's a bunch of phrases. So if you want to add things for home, you would do that by using this little pencil down here, and then you're gonna go into home and then press add and say you want, I don't know, bath. So as you type it, you'll see that a picture is going to come up. I'm gonna press done. If I don't like that picture, I can scroll through to find something that suits more what I'm looking for, or there's a way to, I think if you press edit, it will allow you to search through all the symbols to find something that's more appropriate. And so then you would just keep adding, and when you're all done, you would press done. And then you have that button right there. So you have a new word they can use. To use guided access, so this is the other thing that we have to do when students are trying to maybe go into games. So you would go to settings, and then you go to, this is general. You go down to accessibility, and then under accessibility, there's a setting called guided access, and you can see that we have that turned on. So what guided access does is when you go into an app, if you click the home button 3 times really quickly, 1, 2, 3, it asks you if you want to start guided access. So you can see here that we've used guided access on this particular app before, and we've circled areas of the screen that we want to disable when students are using it. So we might disable the edit feature when students are using it, just so that they can't edit or delete buttons. So I could circle, you know, whatever area I wanted, And then that's gonna make an area of the screen that students can't touch. And if I press start, then I'm gonna have to choose a password. We prefer to use all ones at school, just so that everybody always remembers what it is. And you'll see that now it started. So I can't touch this area of the screen, but this is okay. And then if I try to close out of the app, it's gonna say, no, you can't do that because it's in guided access. So to turn that off, you click 3 times again, and then you enter your password and you press end. And now that's off and you can close Proloquo and go into other apps.